in the Ozarks.
All right, folks, looking at a radar time loop of the derecho or the straight line winds that came through last night, and here they are. This is up in Omaha, 5 o'clock yesterday. They came a long ways. They actually formed closer up towards South Dakota in Sioux City around 4, and they moved down to the south, got into Kansas City around 8, 7 o'clock. Here they are in Springfield, 11 o'clock last night, knocking on our door. Severe thunderstorm warnings all the way down to the south and west for mainly 70-mile-an-hour winds when this came on through, and this is that derecho we're talking about, just a wall of winds coming out there. If you remember the duck boat, we had the anniversary not too long ago. That was also a derecho type event. So we've had a few of these over our history here in the Ozarks, and then it pushed on down and kind of spun out over northern Arkansas. And right now, this is all that's left. It's right over kind of far southern Arkansas into northern Louisiana. Actually, here's I-20 down to Monroe. So it's way down to the south at this point. And now we're looking ahead to round 2 coming our way. Not nearly as intense, nothing like that. Looking right now, we've got mostly cloudy skies, that is, over most of the Ozarks. Starting to clear out just a little bit. Looking up to the north, we do have some rain showers up there, moving off towards the east mostly. Folks in Rolla might see some additional rainfall later on today, as well as our other eastern counties. Rainfall we've seen so far has been pretty good. You know, these yellows indicate 2 inches. The oranges are 3 inches. So anywhere from 1 to 2 to some places 3 inches of rain, mostly to the west of Highway 63. Saw some pretty heavy rainfall out there. It came and it stayed. I know at my apartment it must have rained for 2 or 3 hours. Pretty heavy all throughout last night into the early mornings. Temperatures right now in the low to mid 80s outside. You got mid 70s happening to the north where they have the rain moving on in for round 2. Clinton seeing some light rain showers coming in at 72 degrees as well. Heat index 88 in Springfield. Mid to upper 80s out there is what it feels like right now. And the worst heat today, it's not going to be too bad in Springfield, but really to the south and west of Springfield. Now, there is a heat advisory in place for Springfield, mostly because of the amount of power outages in place and the number of people that may not have access to air conditioning. So the temperatures today will do low to mid 90s outside, but the heat advisory is in place, including Springfield for today. Winds right now, fairly calm. Looking at future casts, again, some rain showers this time off towards the Highway 63 corridor and points eastward of there. Mostly dry overnight tonight. And then tomorrow, this is going to be what the pattern's going to look like next couple days. Looks like rain in the north and east, sun and heat down to the south and west, and Springfield is somewhere in between. These storms could also produce a little bit of wind. This is for tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, as they race from north to south. Could be some other winds. Not as strong as what we saw this morning, it doesn't look like, but it could be winds of 50, maybe 60 miles per hour. So the pattern this week, you got the jet stream up to the north and east. That's going to give rounds of rain showers and storms off to the north and east. The heat dome, it's not as intense as it was. It is pushed down to the southwest a little bit. Southwest Missouri, including Springfield at times, will see the intense heat in the days ahead. For today, we'll do upper 80s to low 80s off towards the east, where they're expecting some rain showers there. Southeast winds overnight tonight. We'll do low to mid 70s across the board. Again, there's a chance of rain and storms in the east for tomorrow, mid-morning into the midday, into the early afternoon from north to south. We'll do mid 90s out there, and temperatures a little cooler off towards the north and east. Looking at your 7-day forecast again, the heat is coming back. Today, not so much. Tomorrow's okay, mid 90s, 100 degrees on your Wednesday. And we're going to try to make 100 degrees. And then next week, it looks like we should begin to calm things down a little bit. Get rid of the heat dome and going back to the low 90s over the weekend. So
yeah,
come soon enough.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of people are going to be without power for quite some time today. Really unfortunate this time of year for that to happen, because you know, we're going to be touching near 90 and over 90 in some of these places across the Ozarks today. So a lot of patience going to be needed as far as it goes with waiting for power crews to get things back online, but hoping they